Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day outside. It's like 60 degrees, so perfect weather, sunny skies. Feel like a weatherman. Well, it's going to be a busy day today. I've left things all over the place from yesterday. Tape measure out here on top of our boxing inventory because I was measuring to try to see what boxes I had because the shelves aren't properly labeled, and I need to do that. It's been an organization couple of days. We had some new bins show up yesterday. We're trying to clean up some of our death pile mess. And I'll tell you what, we'll go into all that in great detail in just a minute. So, got a cup of coffee working. That's what we need to get that day started. Got all the fans are working in here. For some reason, it's cool outside, but well, I guess it's not so bad in here. It says it's 70 degrees. It feels warmer, maybe because it's such a cool temperature outside that it feels warmer in here. In any case, we had a couple things sell in the store overnight. I've already grabbed them. One is Young Hearts Run Free, right there, by Candi Staton. And the other was out of our $48 auction pickup, NOAA weather radio. Already wrapped up. I wrapped it up when I listed it. So it's ready to rock and roll. We just got to get both of those items boxed up and get some shipping labels on them. We already have a pile ready to go out to the post office this morning from yesterday. And Debbie's going to make that run. She's out in the mobile convalescence center. She's not convalescing. She's actually doing her devotions right now. Maybe we should call it the mobile devotion center now that she's healed from the bionic toe surgery. Anyway, let's get to packaging this stuff up.
I'm getting out of here before they package me.
All right then, we need a 45 box. They're back there in the back underneath the bottom. Sometimes they're hard to get to. I find that the earlier the morning, the harder it is for me to reach for things. That might be an old age thing and not necessarily a where I put them thing. If I'm a little more limber in the afternoon, I think that might be a me thing and not a shelf thing.
Boys, start limbering up to follow the jugglers.
All right, 45 is going out first. It's right here. We wrap our 45s in bubble wrap, and we're still dealing with the not much left of this, right? This is the non-perf bubble wrap that we so love. The good news is we have razor sharp knives around here that will perf it for us.
Razor sharp.
I'll give this guy one wrap, or however much it is. See, the nice thing with the perf stuff, I know it's 2 panels that covers this. When it's not perfed, I just kind of, since I don't want to take time to measure it, I just kind of have to guess. Does anybody else think it's dangerous for me to keep my coffee so close to my packing? Because that could be a problem.
So cool it. If you're gonna spill on your clothes.
Nah, I agree with you. You got to keep the coffee close. That's what we're going to do. So we put that guy in there like that. We're going to throw a thank you card on top of it. Thank you very much. And I don't have a clue where this record is going. But I will in a second because the pack slip is over here on the printer. And the pack slip tells us this is going to Annette in Newport News, Virginia. So thank you, Annette. Appreciate it. This is going out in today's posts, and it's going out United States Postal Service ground. So typically that takes 3 days at the most, usually for our customers, especially to Virginia. You might get that in a couple days. So it'll be pretty quick. So what I do is I close the box up like this, and I only have 2 hands, like most people. So I need to have the box kind of stay in that position. Well, that was a terrible example. Anyway, I need to have the box stay in that position so that I can bring it over here to the edge. See, I'm just having all kinds of troubles this morning, like this. There we go. And that's all taped up. We got a little bow in this box, which is unusual right there, if you see that. The way to combat that, and the reason for that is that this perf on this edge right here, this perf, it kind of blew out. So that's why we're getting kind of a tent look. So I try to reinforce that a little bit because I don't want anything to crush in transit. So this will help the box stay a box. We'll do that on the other end as well.
Which is my corner.
Speaking of boxes not staying boxes in transit, we had a note from a customer last night, and this doesn't happen very often because, you know, we take great care in how we package things. But we had a note from a customer last night that one of the items we shipped him was crushed in transit. Hold on a second, I'll be right back.
2,000 years later.
So, the customer said that it was a Radio Shack antenna. Boy, and I really hate to hear that something like that got busted because, you know, those are classic technology pieces, right? And they're not making them anymore. And it's upsetting to me that he didn't make it. Crazy thing is, you know, we pack things pretty well to get through the U.S. Postal. It's our concern. As an online shopper myself, when I want something, it upsets me when it shows up and it hasn't been packaged properly, and because of that, it's been damaged, right? So, anyway, we got this message from a customer that it was damaged, and they want a full refund. And of course, they should get a full refund, without a doubt.
I'm gonna get a refund.
So what I asked for was a photo of the damaged package, because they said it was crushed and it was not usable. I want to see that for a couple reasons, because I want to learn from my mistakes, right? So if it was something we did, I'd like to. So I want a picture of the box. I want a picture of, you know, what everything looks like. Of course, that doesn't preclude. You know, I just forgot to put a thank you note in there. That doesn't preclude us giving them a refund, because you know, one of the things about eBay is that it is a bit of the honor system. So we do have to have some trust. So I do believe that if somebody tells me that it was damaged, it was damaged. But, you know, I would like to see some evidence of that. As soon as I get done packaging up here, I'm going to go ahead and give them their refund. If, however, I feel like I've been scammed in some way, like somebody got a free item, well, that'll be the last time they shop with us, because we'll certainly block them and report them to eBay. But that is rare. It does happen. It has happened to us on a couple of occasions. Oh, by the way, this NOAA weather radio is going to Landon in Ballston Lake, New York. So, Landon, thank you very much for purchasing that. We're going to get that sealed up, and it's going to go out to you today.
It's going out in today's mail.
So, I'm going to hop on the computer here real quick and do a refund on that Radio Shack Archer AM/FM TV antenna, amplified antenna. It just really bothers me. Anyway, first thing I got to do is move this angel out of the way, because this angel's sitting here from my tasks I started on yesterday. So let me get back in here and get this done, and then I'll tell you what tasks I started yesterday.
One more thing.
Some would say that I'm wrong for doing a refund without seeing the photos, but I got to tell you, I err on the side of truth, right? So that's where I got to be. That's the way I want people to respect me as well. So we've gone ahead and initiated the refund. However, I did send them a note that says your refund was initiated. You should see it shortly. We apologize on behalf of the USPS. It simply breaks our heart when a classic item is destroyed through negligence. If you could send us the photos of the box and the item, it would be greatly appreciated. we will be having a conversation with the postmaster. All items we ship through USPS ground are insured. Whether we go and claim that insurance or not, it's totally up to us, right? Because is it worth the bother? This was $25 for the item. Not a big deal. We got that sitting in the account. We understand that's the risk of the business, but I do want to see what we did wrong as well, right? It's I want to know if we packaged it right. It concerns me. I want to see how it went out. I want to be better. I want to do better. Anyway, show you really quick what I've been working on. If I can spin the camera around here to this side of the building, and I may or may not be able to. You see these bins here. So these guys, these shelves were just a mess over here. For years, I've just been kind of, these shelves have traveled around with us a little bit. I've just kind of been throwing things up in the shelves. I've been putting them in a lot of times. I'll put things in flats like this, flat boxes, and have them sitting on the shelves. Now, what I'm not doing is taking advantage of volume, right? I can't go up too high unless I'm setting like a tall vase or something on there. But this bin, the contents of this bin were scattered across multiple shelves. We had this whole wall is lined with shelves like this. These clear bins are going to give us an idea. We can just glance and see what's inside there. Plus, we can put it into custom SKU and find it that way. We were custom SKUing anyway. Typically, all the shelves are lettered. This one has an A on it. That one's B, C, D. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put that stuff in there. And that's the way everything's done in the house. And Debbie's done an excellent job in the house. And she's been utilizing bins more in the house rather than just makeshift boxes. Because, again, makeshift boxes have been my way of life because I'm cheap. So, for example, CDs, they're not in a bin, they're in a box. But it's a perfectly sized box for CDs. But again, I'm not taking advantage of volume. So if I can get a drawer system going for that, because we do have a lot of CDs, then I can start taking advantage of all this space. So those are the kind of things I'm thinking about lately, is about efficiencies. We've been doing eBay again for 25 years, off and on for 25 years. And not really full-time for 25 years, right? So I still have a day job. Debbie no longer has a day job, and that happened about a year ago. And that's when we started tuning things up a little bit. So in all transparency, we've replaced her salary because of the time she spent on eBay. So her day job is eBay now, right? So that's moved to that. The goal as I get older is probably to move my income as predominantly from eBay as well. So that's why we got to turn it up to 11.
Right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11,
the
and then
amps go up to 10.
So the goal is to blow this thing up. And part of that is efficiencies. We got to be efficient. I think we're already efficient on how we acquire inventory. I don't spend a lot of time going to flea markets or yard sales. I don't do a lot of live auctions because, again, that's just, you got to stand around and wait to go from lot to lot to lot. So I'm using online auctions whenever possible to find items. Because I can do that again before the day gig and after the day gig, right? And it frees up my time on the weekends as opposed to standing around listening to an auctioneer, where I can just get in the car and go and pick up the stuff that I want at the online auction. So that makes it really easy. And then I drop the death pile here just outside the office door because we're in a 30-foot by 60-foot building where this office is, and the majority of that is garage storage area. We've got shelves out there. It's where we keep our packing inventory. And it's a good landing place for things that come from our estate sale auctions. We don't know if there's critters living in them, so they can figure out there whether they want to exit the premises or not before we eradicate them. Other efficiencies we've found, we use AI a lot more in our listings, so that's been speeding up our listings and getting them up there. I wish I could speed up the cleaning process, but I don't know a better way of we just have to hand touch each thing. In a lot of cases, the research. AI helps a lot with the research. We upload photos to AI, and we get a lot of very good descriptions back. So it's pretty good, but you do have to double check the work of AI, because it's kind of the way it is. But we are working on those efficiencies. So
I hear knocking.
I think that we're just now sorting out what's going to go where for efficiencies to make life easier, so that we can build the business up faster. That all being said, it's about time I need to get started on the day gig, because the early morning time is over. And I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. Different hat, different shirt, different day. Things got out of hand for us a little bit yesterday, so I didn't come back to revisit with you. The day gig ran really long yesterday, and Debbie came out to help out in the eBay office. So she picked up where I left off and did a far better job than what I was doing. She got everything cleaned up and put new bins in place. In fact, we'll check in with her in a little bit just to go over what she's done. But we also had a lot more packaging inventory show up. We have new boxes. These boxes are for our Jeep windows. So I've cleaned off all that Jeep stuff. The tops are out here. I have them on tarp, so they're not getting hurt. And I've got a setup over here where we're that's a window for a soft top. I've already shot photos of all the door surrounds, all of the tailgate bars. In fact, we've sold, since we've last talked, we've sold a couple tailgate bars for a TJ, Jeep Wrangler TJ, and for a Jeep Wrangler JK. So we're going through the Jeep parts out of that $48 sale, right? So I think each of those tailgate bars sold for $49 a piece. So let's round that up a buck. So let's say we sold $100 worth of Jeep parts already. Anyway, these big boxes are for windows. We also have some big boxes in for the door surrounds. I need to get to work on that. And we do have some more inventory, boxing inventory showing up for, it's trickling in for us. So that's a good thing. I know we were running low the other day on 45s, on boxes for 45s. So that's brand new 45 box inventory there. I think we're still doing well on CDs, and these are for albums. So I think we're doing okay on the music side of things there.
What's this?
It's a music box.
I think we're getting there. So we're trying to get things aligned. We still have some bins here. And we still have a lot on the table here that needs to be sorted through and checked and cleaned before we get it listed. But we're whittling away at it. I think we should check in with Debbie, though, and see how she's doing in the eBay office.
Well, first of all, hello. Thanks for watching. So I came out here and I gave the eBay office a facelift.
It's about facelifting.
So I did some organization, put things neatly in different places so that it was easier for us to, when we were getting ready to ship things like this item, we're getting ready to ship. So therefore, you know, the desk is cleared off, so we have plenty of room to ship it. So cleaning products and different things that we need for when we're repairing and whatnot.
They use a watch repair kit.
So I use this shelf to organize some of the things that we use when we're shipping. And then over here, instead of having our items in boxes and whatnot, we got these clear totes so that it looks neater and it's easier. Now we do still have a few boxes, but for the most part, everything is safe and secure. bubble wrapped and whatnot in these clear totes, and so it's more pleasing to the eye.
How pleasing to the eye it is.
And I took away the carpets that used to be on the floor because it was just too hard to keep them clean, and just hung up hats and just, you know, kind of organized it.
Awesome.
And made it look.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You gave it the Debbie touch.
So I did, and it's and I work better in that type of environment.
And now we know exactly. So everything in the store had to be touched. Well, everything that was.
Well, everything that was out here. We still have lots in our overflow room that we haven't done, and new product that has come in that we haven't done. But this was everything that was listed and already ready to sell.
Right. Touch everything, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes. So as I was packing all the boxes, I went into the computer and gave a name of where they were located, what bin, what shelf, and whatnot.
And you do what? Sit here and catalogue it?
Best job in the world.
But for the most part, I think that it looks much better. It's easier to move around. It's easier. So now it's easier for me, since I've touched everything. It's easier for me when we sell something. I know where it is.
Yep.
And instead of, or I know where it is because it is.
Yep, it's
clearly in the system of where it's located.
That laptop that's over there. That's
yeah.
blended in with the desktop. It's the same color.
My little laptop.
Yeah.
But it's there. You know, it's clearly when something sells, it's clearly noted where it's located.
She likes things neat and predictable. A place for everything, everything in its place.
And that works better for me, because I like everything to have its place, and everything has a place and whatnot. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I like it better too, because now we can find things faster and get them out the door faster.
Well, and when we're recording videos and stuff like that, it
looks prettier.
It's just a nicer environment. So it shows everyone that watches our videos that we are neat and organized and put together, and we take pride with what we do, and we try to do a very good job at what we do.
Yep.
So
Coolio. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Awesome. I'll let you get back to work, because I know you said you had more chores to do.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Check in with you later.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we're going to let Debbie stay on task back there in the eBay office and finish up her duties. I'm going to see if this box will fit in the trunk. It will not fit in the trunk, so it's going to go in the back seat of the car. I'm going to run to FedEx, get this guy out. We sold an additional Jeep part, which is what's in here. So that also reminds me that there's a lot of sales that have taken place that I've not gone over with you guys in a little bit. So in the next video, we're going to visit some of the sales we haven't talked about recently. Just to let you know kind of the diverse things that we do sell, and say thank you to those buyers that did buy those things from us. We went to an auction yesterday. We'll cover that in the next video. So end of day yesterday, we ran out to an auction to pick up some things. Picked up some pretty cool stuff that I'd like to go over with you as well. And then we'll revisit the inventory. Debbie should have it all done by then, and the room should be all cleaned up. I'm really excited about that stuff, because it just makes us more efficient. I think that's really cool. So I like to keep these videos under 30 minutes. That's why I'm not covering all those things in this video. We'll do it next time. But for today, thank you very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, come see us again, and we'll catch you next time.